I think the success of Telit is deriving from the understanding quite early, in 2000, 2001, that machine-to-machine communications are going to be vital for the next quantum leap of the universe. From equipping the actually global civilization with technology. So not really anymore gadgets, consumer-oriented technology devices as we see all over today, rather than real involvement of machine in our day-to-day life that will actually take us forward as a civilization to the next millennium. We were able to position Telit in the middle of the entire machine-to-machine communication world as basically the core technology provider of the communication devices that later on are integrated into the different type of machines that are the ones that are taking us in a quantum leap to the next millennium. Now, in order to actually answer the question of how those things actually happened, then we actually need to drill down into the different verticals we cater to really understand how global and how massive is the penetration of machines, which we are actually only at the start of right now. Verticals such as automotive, telematics, everything that is on the move, telemetry, which is remote measurements and remote control, healthcare devices, alarms and video surveillance, which incorporate the security aspect of the business. Point of sale, those little terminals that we are using in restaurants or outdoors. Everything will get connected. It will be becoming part of what is well known today as the Internet of Things. But that is far more than the normal sense of Internet of Things that is being told on a daily, as a daily story, which usually people refer to consumer devices. Here we are talking about non-consumer, non-fashionable, non-sexy sort of devices. We're talking about legacy and new devices that are introducing the new kind of life we will have into the future. Megacities suffers from congestions, from the fact that traffic is really difficult to manage. So, of course, if public transportation become more user-friendly, it would facilitate in an enormous way the reduction of congestion and the use of a personal car in the city. And this is only obviously a fraction of what smart cities are about. You get trains, you get buses that tells you exactly when they will reach the station that is next to you. You can see if they are late, you can see them on the map. And you can actually put yourself in sync with this very modern connected world, which will actually suddenly give you the comfort of not the need to look for a parking space. Actually, significant saving. You may not need a car altogether. If you need a car for the weekend, then this car may get to you just by another push of a button on your application. Of course, energy and utility, as we have discussed earlier, is also a big part. And then healthcare and the care of elderly people is another very significant part. We see right now that a healthcare device with communication that takes care of your cardiac situation actually eliminate 2/3 of the elderly people visits at their doctors. In the United States, that is amount to $5,000 saving per year for the customer, and it's enormous. Diabetics turn 50% less into their doctor, where they are completely monitored with an M2M device, with machine-to-machine device connected to their sugar in the blood measurement, and they are able to keep themselves far more stable. By the way, all that information from the cardiac and from the diabetic patient is being obviously stored in a cloud, and the feedback is coming back from the cloud. You can see additional security that is in general and as well as for elderly with alarms and video surveillance that actually already proving that crime rate is being reduced by 90%, where there is communication of video surveillance at places that are well known for crime, and those elements are only the tip of the iceberg. You need to understand that a company like Telit servicing 5,000 customers, that means 5,000 OEM and system integrators, that each one of them is actually having another idea, additional aspect of covering machine-to-machine communication. So currently we are providing basically 5,000 customers with the necessary technology for them to come up with their great ideas, and we have additional 4,000 customers in a certain level of designs, which usually would come to market within 3 years from the start of the design. So altogether, we're talking about 9,000 different ideas that are being promoted as we speak. Obviously, you would be looking to see that every container around the world is equipped with an M2M device that can report on its whereabouts and about opening and closures of the container and so on. You would have a communication device on planes and ships that will be actually talking with the pallets and the containers in order to actually transmit long-term information about their whereabouts and so on and so forth. So basically everything, again, in supply chain management will get connected, and each and every one of the world supply chain managers will have a far better pictures than what he have today about his inventory, stocks, stocks in transit, stocks that is being built, and so on and so forth. We are actually well positioned to go to the next step in facilitating the supply chain of the complex, I would say, supply chain of the environment of the customers we are supporting. So when we look carefully on what else those customer needs, and with the very necessary observation of not competing with your customers, we have found that what is in significant demand is adding connectivity and some value-added services to our communication devices, which predominantly are hardware and software. By becoming the value-added services and the connectivity provider, we can actually stay in touch forever with the devices we sell, with the ability that already been in place since 2008 of FOTA, firmware over-the-air upgrade. We're actually able to go back over the air, of course, into those millions of devices and upgrade them with new features, with new services, with new software, and actually support those devices through their lifetime. So when you look now to 2030, far, far away, Telit will continue to sell enabling devices, which in a metaphor are the real estate that we invest in, and then we can support the real estate that is spread in many millions of devices around the world with the necessary services, value-added services, and connectivity that complement the total cost of ownership our customers require. That's Telit in years to come.